Hey guys, we're taking on the Four Horsemen in heroic mode with a ridiculous deck I'll get to in a sec. We're gonna mulligan even for our other executes. As good as Slam is to combo with it, if we can get both executes, we're looking really good. Okay, so firstly it's a deck of not only common cards only, but class cards only. So in other words, only common warrior cards. I really do not get the RNG. He has 2 weapons in his deck, not 4 like Resuvius or 3 or 4 like Luth. He literally only has 2 weapons in his deck. I think we just try gain life for now. And we have 2 executes in our deck. He always has his weapon on turn 2, like clockwork. Not only that, he almost always has both weapons by turn 4. How often do you think we have both executes by turn 4? I really... Whirlwind would be better, but we don't have it. Now I hope it's not Avenge. If it is, I hope it gets put on the injured one. Okay, it's not. So it's gotta be Repentance, because it's not Redemption either. Now we're off to a pretty good start. We even have a shield block. Mostly depends on whether he has a second weapon straight away. By turn 4, does he again have his second weapon? He only has 2 in this whole deck. Gonna try to survive. Moment of truth. Okay, he doesn't have his second weapon yet. Gives us some hope. But he is drawing 2 cards. We still have to kill this and hope. It's our only chance of winning, because we don't have oozes because we're doing the class cards only gimmick. Can gain life, but then not be able to actually kill him. Can do 2 damage through those. 2, 4, I guess. We can be a bit more paranoid. Now if he does have the weapon, it's an 8-3. Okay, but he gets another draw, we don't like that. And then we die to Soulfire or any number of things. Doesn't have it yet. There's still 17 cards. We may have a chance. Okay, that's not it. A little bad for us. It's a race basically between killing him and him getting his other weapon. We're gonna be wasteful here. Oh no, we want the extra armor though. I was gonna just waste the weapon and do that, because then we could have lethal next turn, but if he draws the weapon, we want to survive 1 hit. That's 4 and 5 is 9. Down he goes! Down he goes. Common cards only, class cards only, it's doable. Let's take a look at the deck. So this is the common card only, warrior card only deck that can take down the Four Horsemen. It's harder than it needs to be. If you don't care about the gimmick, you would just throw in oozes and make your life a lot easier to be able to deal with those weapons. So the reason this deck came about, I wanted to do beat Four Horsemen with common cards only, Warrior seem good because you can heal yourself a bit, and Execute is great removal, and you have a lot of ways to trigger it. I got to maybe 24 or 26 out of 30 cards with just the common cards looking the class cards looking pretty good. And then I was like, okay, I got to finish it off with this gimmick if we're this close. The good thing about Warrior is you have good removal in the form of Execute, lots of ways to trigger it with Inner Rage, Whirlwind, Cleave, Slam, Cruel Taskmaster, etc. And then you have a lot of weapons to be able to do damage. The problem with playing minions is basically most of the Four Horsemen's deck is removal because he doesn't play any minions. But weapons you can just attack straight to the face once you're done with the Horseman. And you can attack the Horseman too, of course. You have shield blocks to help you stay alive. The few minions you do have are just the warrior ones. Arathi Weaponsmith gives you a weapon. Korkon's charge means it will get some usage before it gets removed with, Shadow Bolt or whatever. Cruel Taskmaster can proc things for Execute as well, or finish things off. Warsong Commander can mean a Cruel Taskmaster can charge, but it's not that useful. It's just the other warrior minion. The only real card in here that's pretty bad, I'd say, and not useful is Battle Rage. You can usually only draw one card off of it. But once I was with the gimmick, I think I was at 28 out of 30, and no other cards really made sense. The others all make a lot of sense. You have a lot of direct damage, and you're very reliant on your Executes for removal. And that's the deck. If you don't care about the Warrior gimmick, definitely replace the Battle Rages with Acidic Swamp Oozes. Maybe replace some of the minions with better minions. But it's for a common cards only deck. It's a very cheap way to be able to take out the Four Horsemen. Thanks for watching. See you next time for the one last class we have to take Heroic Horsemen out with. And that is not Mage. I'm blanking. I forget, but anyway, it'll be the next one. We have one class left to take the Horsemen out with. Oh, Shaman, yes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.